In order to keep competitors on their toes, autocross course designers use a mix of open elements and technical elements. Courses consisting of many technical elements are a great test of your autocross fundamentals. The course laid out on the airport runway at this event was the most technical course I've seen in a while. In addition to the usual slaloms, sweepers, and offset cones, this course featured 2 Chicago boxes. A Chicago box is a 3-cone slalom disguised as a box. Careful execution is key to being clean. You can hit cones if you enter late, get late on the center cone, or enter too fast. I'm up against 3 other drivers in Cam T. It's 90 degrees and the course is dry. My 2000 GT handles pretty well, but tough technical courses are always a challenge, and I've struggled with Chicago boxes in the past. So I'm not only trying to win a trophy, I'm also trying to improve my technique. Statewide COVID-19 protocols had been eased at the time of this event, but attendees were encouraged to take precautions based on their individual level of risk. As I'm waiting at the starting line, I'm thinking about my path through the elements up the runway. A sweeper into a lane change, followed by a short slalom into 2 offset cones, then the second sweeper into the first Chicago box. I just want a clean first run to get a sense of the rhythm of the course at speed, and to get some heat in my tires, which are set at 29 psi. .708. I made mistakes in several places out on course. I wasn't aggressive enough in the first sweeper and heading into the lane change. If I want to get faster in the technical section after the lane change, I have to be early on the key cones. In the first Chicago box, I was late on the center cone. I need to be earlier on the entry cone so I can backside the center cone. If I hit my marks in this element, I can enter a little faster and be fast out without hitting the back wall of cones. I need to take advantage of the fast section leading into the second Chicago box. I was looking ahead to the second Chicago box and fixating, instead of scanning the cones leading up to it. I can definitely be faster into and out of the second Chicago box. I also made an unnecessary input heading into the offset cones by the shed. That upset the car a little bit and kept me from attacking as hard as I wanted. I lost a lot of time going wide exiting the third sweeper. I was out of position for the tight left-right cones heading into the finish. My heavy 2000 GT tends to push wide, and I think that's going to be an issue for me all day. For my second run, I have to focus on fixing my biggest mistakes. I need to increase my aggression and duration of acceleration in the first sweeper and the lane change. I need to be earlier and more aggressive in the Chicago boxes, and I need to adjust my line in the third sweeper to improve my entry into the cones before the finish line. I've lowered my air pressure to 26 psi for run number 2. 52.099, 0.609 seconds faster. I was a little faster into and through the lane change, but I used the brakes too much in the technical section after the lane change. I did a better job of attacking the first Chicago box, but I used too much braking into the second Chicago box. And I was still in the wrong place exiting the third sweeper. My times aren't very fast. I need to find more speed in the technical sections and the Chicago boxes. I'm going to eliminate some braking in the technical elements after the lane change. Instead of using the brakes, I'm going to lift off of the throttle a little to transfer weight to the front wheels prior to turning. And I'm going to brake later heading into the second Chicago box. I've kept my tire pressure at 26 psi for my third run. .784, 1.315 seconds faster. Eliminating braking in the technical section after the lane change helped me find some speed. I was much more aggressive into and out of the second Chicago box. I was on the throttle more and the brakes less on the back side of the course. I was a little smoother through the last sweeper, but the car seems to really want to go wide there. This event had a lunch break. We did 3 runs in the morning and 3 runs in the afternoon. I had a little trouble getting back up to speed after the break. My 4th run was a 51.863 plus 1, and my 5th run was a 51.030. This tricky technical course is fighting back. I need to prove to myself that I can improve on my fastest run from the morning. For my last run, I've lowered my tire pressure to 25 psi. 50.645, 0.139 seconds faster than my third run. I was smoother with my throttle inputs and my transitions from the throttle to the brakes. The car was more composed, and that allowed me to attack just a little harder. But did I tackle this tough technical course better than my CAM-T competition? First place by 2.204 seconds. And my raw time was 12th out of 77 drivers. I definitely missed an opportunity to significantly improve my time by not coming back strong after the lunch break. But I was glad I was able to work on my technique in the Chicago boxes. Autocross courses are always diverse and often daunting. Even if you have years of experience, there will be elements on every course that test your driving skills. No matter how complicated a technical course may seem, focusing on fundamentals like being early and the degree, duration, and timing of your throttle and braking inputs will help you find speed.